Hi and welcome to Lockdown Family Yoga. So we'll jump right in and we'll start in a seated position. So any comfortable seated position for you. You might have your legs crossed, maybe out straight. You can even start seated in a chair if you like. And once you arrive there, we'll bring our hands to our belly and we'll take a few deep belly breaths. So on the inhale, we'll breathe in through our nose and just see if you can expand that belly as big as you can. And then on the exhale, I want you to breathe out of the mouth and just see if you can soften the belly as much as you can. So really pull the belly button in. So we'll do that together 3 times. So on the inhale, breathe in through the nose. You can make that belly expand as big as you can. And on the exhale, breathe out of the mouth. And just pull that belly button in. I'll do that 2 more times. So inhale, feel the belly expand. Exhale, breathe out the mouth. Feel the belly soften. And 1 more time, inhale. And exhale. Great. So from here, just bring your hands to your knees. We'll do something called humming breath. So when you do this, I want you to imagine a bumblebee in a garden and we're just trying to look for a flower. So that's the kind of noise we will be making. And we'll do that noise on the exhale. So we'll start by taking a really deep breath in. And then on the exhale, I want you to start to make a humming breath. So, and we'll start to move circles with the hips as well. So we'll be making this action of bringing the body over to the knee, across to the opposite knee, and then back again. So do that together. So inhale, and then back up to center. We'll take it the other way. So another deep breath in. And back up to center. That's our bumblebee humming breath. And now we're going to bring in a flower. So we'll bring our pinky fingers together and then bring our thumbs together, keeping a bit of a gap in the middle of the hands. So this is our lotus flower, and we'll hold that in front of us, just in front of our chest. And what do you do with flowers, and what do bees like to do with flowers? They like to smell them. So we'll create our flower and then we'll take a big inhale in, sniffing the flower, and then exhale out the mouth. So we'll do the bumblebee breath, and then our bumblebee is going to land on the flower. We'll take a deep breath in, and then exhale, breathe it out. Okay, so we'll do that together a few times. So bring your hands back down to the knee. And we'll start with our bumblebee. So inhale through the nose. And then exhale. Inhale. And then exhale, humming bee. Back to center. Now we'll bring our hands together, make this nice lotus flower. Bring it to our chest. Big inhale, smell the flower. And then exhale, breathe it out the mouth. Then 1 more time, inhale, smell the flower. And exhale, breathe it out the mouth. Great. Let's bring our hands back down to our knees. So what else do we get in a flower or get in the garden during summertime? So we've got our bumblebee, we've got our flower. We also get butterflies. So we'll take a butterfly pose next, and we'll do that by bringing the soles of our feet together out in front of us. You can have them as far out as you like or as close in as you like. You might like to sit on something as well if that's more comfortable for you. And then just take your hands, see if you can place them around the ankles, maybe around the calves, or if you like, you can just support the legs as well. And now we'll start to just flap our wings like a butterfly, and we'll do that by just bringing the knees in and out gently. So you can support the legs if you like, maybe holding the ankles. We'll just do that a few times. Just allowing the wings of our butterfly to move. Get some movement in the hips. Great. And then the next time you bring your wings up, we'll just send the legs out in straight in front of us. And then just shake the legs out a little bit. Get some movement in the legs. Wake them up. Great. And then cross the legs to come to a seated position if that's comfortable for you. We'll be moving into an all fours position. So if you like, you can try and just roll forwards over the knees and make your way into this all fours position. So shoulders stacked over wrists, hips over knees. And we'll take a few cat-cows here, and we'll start with our cat. So we want to start to round through the back. So imagine you're an angry cat, dropping the head down, really reach up through the back so you've got a nice curve there. Then we'll move to our cow by dropping the belly down, lifting the gaze up. You might like to add in a moo here if you like. And then we'll move back to our angry cat, so rounding through the back, dropping the head down, pull the navel in. And then come back to our cow, drop the belly down, lifting the head. Do that one more time, so going back to our angry cat, rounding the back, dropping the head down. And then inhale, breathe in, drop the belly, make our way back up to cow. And then we'll make our way back to our all fours position. You might just want to shake the tail out a little bit of movement in the spine, maybe looking over opposite shoulders. Great. Then from here, start to walk the hands up and make your way up onto your knees. You can use some padding for the knees if you like. And then just bring your hands to your hips. Send your left leg out to the left side, toes pointing forward, so nice straight line between the heels and the toes. Perfect. Once you're in this position, we will be painting a few rainbows using our hands. So we'll start by bringing the left hand down onto the left leg. And then with the right hand, send it out nice and long, stretching the fingers out. And then with the hand, start to paint a rainbow up and over. See how far you can go. Palm facing down here. And then we'll paint the rainbow back as we bring the hand all the way down. See if you can bring it down to the floor. And then with the opposite hand, we'll continue to paint that rainbow all the way over. Then paint the rainbow again, bring the arm back, and then see if you can make your way back up to that standing position, or upright position, and bring the hands back down to the hips. And then step that left knee in, we'll take it to the opposite side. So right leg out, toes pointing forwards. And we'll draw those rainbows again. So bring the right hand out to the side, left arm out, really stretch through that hand, palm up towards the ceiling, and then start to draw that big rainbow with the arm all the way over. And then we'll paint it on the way back as well. See if you can bring that hand to the floor, so a nice big rainbow here. And then bring the opposite arm up and over, palm towards the floor. And then paint that rainbow as you come all the way back up. Bringing the hands back to the hips, step that knee in, and we'll come back to our all fours position now. So we've had our cat, we've had our cow, we've also seen a bumblebee and we've seen a butterfly. So now we will move into a dog pose, so downwards facing dog, and to get there we'll tuck our back toes. We'll really push into the hands, we'll lift those knees up, and then we'll lift the hips up and back, coming into a bit of a triangle position here. This is our downwards facing dog, and dogs like to go for walks, so we'll start to walk the dog by just pedaling the feet out. Get some movement in the hips, in the legs. And then start to walk the hands back towards the feet. You can go as slowly as you like. Start to bend the knees as much as you can, letting the arms just dangle down, just like a rag doll, just let them dangle. Keeping that bend in the knees so your tummy can rest on your legs. Maybe just taking a few movements here. Maybe rock side to side, just dangling, releasing the head, releasing the neck. And then slowly start to roll your way up. Come up to a standing position. We'll bring our arms up and overhead, so high five hands here, so stretch out through the hands, really becoming nice and tall, maybe coming onto the balls of the feet, coming onto the toes, really stretch, stretch, stretch. And then exhale, release the arms down by the side. And we'll come into mountain pose now. So mountains are nice, strong, and they're nice and still as well. So we can have our arms down by the side, and we'll just pick all 10 toes off the floor here. See what that feels like, and then place all 10 toes back down on the floor. So mountains are strong and they're nice and stable. So we'll see if we can just start to rock side to side, keeping our feet on the floor. And then we'll start to rock back and forth. And see if you can take some really small circles, keeping those feet nice and grounded on the floor. And swap directions. And then come back to center. Great. So now start to widen the legs out a bit. We're going to move into a star position, so 5 pointed stars. So we've got 1, 2 points of the star, 3 points of the star, and then we'll reach our arms out. So we've got 4 and 5 points of the star here. Perfect. Looking good. And then from here, start to move your right foot, so the right foot's facing the end of the mat. And then take your left foot and just pivot it in slightly. And then start to bend through that front knee. And you can start to rotate the chest that's facing the same direction as that knee. The arms are still up nice and high. You can continue to stretch through the hands if you like. So this is warrior one pose. So a nice strong pose. Our warriors like to go into battle, they need to feel nice, strong and stable. And because they're nice and strong, we can start to bring our hands into fists and then just bring our arms down by the sides. So we're making a cactus arms here, nice strong arms. And then we can straighten the arms out again, stretch through the hands, really open up the hands. We'll do that 2 more times, a nice strong warrior. Make those fists, draw the arms down. And then open the palms, stretch through the arms, high five hands. And And then one more time, just draw the arms down, make fists nice and strong. And then straighten through the arms. We'll make our way back to our 5-pointed stars. Start to turn towards the side of the mat. Bring your toes back in so they're in line. And keep your arms up if you like. You might want to just shake them out a little bit. Let the blood rush back into the hands. And then when you're ready, come back into that 5-pointed star. Really stretch through the hands, create lots of space. So do the warrior on the opposite side now. So this time we want to take the left toes, point them out towards the opposite side of the room. And we'll pivot the back toes in as well. And we'll start to turn so we're facing the opposite end of the mat. Bend in the knees. You can have your arms out nice and high. You're stretching through those fingers. So again, we're in our warrior one. Nice strong pose. So draw those fists together and just bring the arms down. You might want to yell out some warrior cool if you like. And then stretch through the hands, stretch through the fingers. And then draw the fists together, bring the arms down. Nice strong warrior. Straighten through the arms. Really stretch through the fingers. And one more time, just draw the hands into fists, come down. And then stretch through the arms. Make our way back into 5-pointed stars and moving towards the side of the room. You can stretch through the arms, or if you like, you can just shake it out. Take any little movements. Great. And now from here, we'll bring our hands to our hips and we'll start to just hinge forwards and bend forwards from the hips. And then we'll drop our hands down towards the floor. You can just let them dangle. You might want to place them on the floor. Release the head down. Maybe shake it yes or no. And then start to move the feet together. So we're arriving back into our ragdoll pose. And then from here, see if you can start to make a really little ball. So you might want to come onto the balls of the feet if you want. You can bring your feet in together. And then see if you can make the ball even smaller by wrapping your arms around your legs and drop your head in. And then we'll make our way down to seated positions that come onto your bums. You can sit with your legs crossed again if you like. Maybe have the legs out straight. And we'll just take one more movement, moving the arms up overhead. So on the inhale, reach the arms up. High five hands, stretching through the fingers. And then we're going to take the right hand, place it on the left knee, and this left hand, you can give it a bit of a wave. Just want to bring that hand behind you. And then on the inhale, we're going to imagine there's a string attached to our head and it's got a balloon on it, and we're going to lengthen up through the spine so that balloon is really pulling us up. And then on the exhale, let's start to look over our left shoulder. Maybe look at the wall behind you. And then breathe in, come back to center. You can bring the arms back up overhead. High five hands, stretch through the fingers. And this time we're going to place the left hand, so you can wave your left hand, place that on the right knee, and then wave your right hand, and you're going to place that hand behind you. We're going to imagine that string attached to our head again, that's attached to a balloon. It's got a nice big balloon there that's pulling us up, making us nice and long. And then as you breathe out, Start to look over the right shoulder, maybe look at the wall behind you. And then breathe in, bring the arms up overhead, and then exhale, bring them down. Great, really good job. So you can stay in a seated position if you like, or if you want, you can make your way down to the mat. And if you want to come down to the mat, see if you can leave your feet on the floor for as long as you can, and then just slowly roll yourself down. Maybe bringing the legs out long, or you can have the feet mat distance apart with the knees just dropping in. And if you like, you can take your hands and you can place them just on your belly, and you can start to feel the belly move. So as you breathe in, the belly might expand, and as you breathe out, the belly might soften. And we're just going to take a little bit of a relaxation here, and we're going to imagine the colours of a rainbow, and the colours will be moving up our body. So you can close your eyes if you like, or you can just leave the eyes open and just imagine the colours as we go. Or you can stay in a seated position. And we'll start with the colour red. So I want you to imagine the colour red below your pinky finger. I want you to imagine the colour red going down the legs to the feet. And then we'll move up the body. So this time under your fourth finger, I want you to imagine the colour orange. That whole section just under the belly is a bright orange colour. We'll continue to move up the body. So this time the belly button. So notice the belly button. I want you to imagine the colour yellow. So the whole belly, the colour yellow. Now we'll move up. You can move your hands as well if you like, and we'll come to the chest or the heart. And I want you to imagine the colour green. So the colour green through the heart, through the chest. Now we'll move up to the throat. I want you to imagine the neck, the throat, the colour blue. The colour blue. We'll continue up, bringing the hands, maybe bringing the hands to in between the eyes. I want you to picture the colour purple. So the whole head, the colour purple. Now bring your hands on top of your head or just above your head. Imagine the colour pink. So the colour pink just above your head. Might have maybe pink hair. And then I want you to just bring the hands back down, place them back on the belly where they started. Now you can start to make some movements, maybe start to move the fingers, start to move the toes, the hands, the feet, the ankles. And you can start to maybe move the head side to side. And slowly make your way up to a seated position. And we'll bring our hands together. And we can say together, Namaste. So I thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed that class, and I hope to see you in the next one soon. Stay safe and take care, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.